Comedian Monique meets with Tyler Perry in search of her apology, but things go sour really quickly. There are two sides to every story, but there's only one backstory. Monique's SUV pulled up to an enormous house in Atlanta, Georgia. She exited the car, marched to the door. She laid on the doorbell like it owed her money. Once she entered the home, she was escorted to one of the many entertainment rooms in the house. Her eyes scanned the walls, admiring movie posters from Tyler Perry's film collection. Monique rehearsed her monologue in her head. The more she thought about what she'll say, the angrier she got. 5 minutes later, Tyler Perry marched into the room. The two old friends locked eyes, Perry silently forfeiting his right at redemption. Monique? Tyler Perry, it's been way too long. Tyler quickly placed several stacks of money onto the table. Monique glared at the money but didn't budge. A few seconds later, Tyler slapped a lucrative contract onto the table. I'm not for sale. That's not what this is for. What is it about then? I was trying to make an amends. You don't get it. Do you know what I received after I exposed Oprah? I had 8 dozen roses at my doorstep. That was nice of her. And after I read Lee Daniels for filth publicly, I had a Bentley in my driveway the next day. Tyler looked on with sadness. And after I let everybody know who the real Tyler Perry was, you sent me several Chanel bags. And you sent them back. That's because I can't be bought, Tyler. I'm as real as you're going to get. Have you ever thought that you were wrong in this? No, not once. I fulfill my obligation in promoting that movie. You aren't recording this conversation, are you? Monique openly turned the recorder off on her phone. Wow. That was just in case you decided to move the goalpost. Monique's foot tapped on the floor impatiently. Tyler walked over to the other side of the room, seemingly in deep thought. You do know why I'm here. Monique, I can't publicly apologize to you. Same Tyler, different day. Y'all victimized me and made me the bad guy. You don't get to have sole ownership on adversity and victimhood, Monique. We've all had our challenges. Have you ever thought about why I won't apologize? Because you're a coward. Aren't you self-made? I still have partners, Netflix, BET, Amazon. I'm the gas, but they are the vehicle, Monique. So you caved. In the 90s, I was happy doing my plays as I received this invitation out of the blue. I was invited to meet with the elites in Hollywood, and you kissed the ring. I had a real choice to make. My plays were doing well, but I wanted to take it to the next level. And you folded. No, I matured and I evolved. Those men explained to me that Hollywood was broken down into 4 zones: the mainstream zone, the black zone, the educational zone, and the cognitive manipulation zone. Who runs these zones? They only pick pawns to indoctrinate their programs into each zone. They could program self-hatred, violence, lack, scarcity, racism. It doesn't matter. In the 90s, Spike Lee occupied the black zone but was soon ousted from that zone. He was too liberating and gave the audience purpose. They didn't like that. Monique was like a desert absorbing rainfall, soaking up every word. Then in the late 90s, the powers that be assigned the Hughes brothers the black zone. I'm not understanding. Don't you get it? TV, film, and music are the way that they program you. Keeping a portion of the population asleep is good for business. That's the real reason they are dismantling the Department of Education. And that brings me to you. Monique watched Tyler carefully choose his words. You open up Pandora's box while serving the black zone with your aggressive pushback against the industry. I just wanted to get paid what I'm worth. No, you were a fearless leader challenging social injustices, which gave courage to the Me Too movement, propelling the industry into a nosedive. You forced people into their truth. You talked pay disparities. You sued Netflix. I got my Netflix deal, but at what cost? So you're blaming me for speaking up? I'm not, but they are. Monique, this is a system that makes all its money from programming. If they can't program the masses, they can't make money. Is that why you're a billionaire? Programming the masses? No. I make film and television that makes people forget their problems. I concocted a formula that is friendly to all zones, non-threatening. I appreciate the history lesson, but where's my fucking apology? You single-handedly pulled the curtain back. They're afraid of what you'll do next. Is that why Kevin Hart didn't return my phone call? Tyler stood in silence, agreeing with sorrow in his eyes. Can I give you some advice, Monique? If you accept your worthiness before the world does, it can't take it from you. Unfortunately, you spent the last 15 years chasing what the world gave you. Give it to yourself and you'll never need an apology from anyone.